Brosplay.
Again.
Try again. Yo, welcome back.
I've already checked the secret.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I did. We did on the episode, and then we quit. This is a new session, so I had to come back to redefeat it. And then while you were in the bathroom or doing something, I went up there and got the secret.
Goddamn continuity's sake.
It was really just a stuff. Okay, it was just a bit of a stuff up there. So funny enough, we had mentioned how this is the second recording, or the second try of recording this game, because the first time our mic was all garbage, and then the second session I was really sick, and we figured, we'll just do the whole thing again. Well, for the second session of the second time, I'm fucking sick again.
It was destiny. Maybe it's Plague Knight getting you sick, man.
Oh,
people have been known
like
to
the plague.
Yeah, people have been known to suffer from the roles they play. So.
Oh shit.
You know, this is just your great initiation to the acting world, and the pain that comes along with that.
Yes, except I'm controlling Plague Knight, but you're the one who's adopting his personality.
I'm the one who's poisoned. Yeah, that's a good point.
No, I kill the bus driver.
Oh, my favorite line in that movie. Well, one of them.
I think mine's probably, Gotham deserves a better class of criminal. All you think about is money.
Yeah, there's really too many things in that movie to effectively judge what my favorite part is.
Yeah.
The movie after, I can very clearly state what my favorite and least favorite parts are.
What are they?
Off the top of my head, I would say the whole ending scene is probably one of my least favorites.
Yeah, that's probably the worst thing in any Nolan movie.
But let's even ignore the whole bomb. Just the last fight was terrible. They both, even though I know they were supposed to be like weakened, they felt tired and old and sick. And their punches didn't feel good. They didn't sound good. So it was just uninteresting, basically from about the point when Gordon is ambushing the trucks carrying the bomb until the end, which is a really big chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
It's like half hour, 45 minutes.
I felt like the end was the most comic booky that the series had ever been. Like, there's like hundreds of police officers with no guns charging at people with guns and tanks, and I was like, this is a little silly.
Yeah, they'd be a little more tactical than that, no?
Yeah, like Batman should have been like swooping in first and take out the tank and stuff. Although I guess he wasn't. No, they weren't banking on Batman being there, which I kind of like. I do like a lot of the themes from the third movie, especially how he says, "It is your victory that defeats you." I thought that was fantastic, because he has a hard time with the Joker, but not really, like not for very long. So he pretty much has like a pretty good track record at that point.
Yeah, of like defeating people?
Yeah, he's pretty much on. He pretty much does well throughout the series until Bane. Like, Bane's like his first real challenge.
It's true. And yeah, because before that there's Ra's al Ghul, but I don't even remember how he defeats him. That's just going a long way back.
He chooses not to kill him, but rather to not save him as well.
Oh, I see. One of those in comic booky sort of off questions, but what you would do.
I don't know if I did this secret on my own Plague Knight.
Oh, this is a secret?
Yeah. Woo!
The washing machine secret. Oh, favorite parts of the third movie? I couldn't list. But there was some cool scenes. And basically everything Bane says is pretty cool.
There's, I was watching best of, Robot Chicken, Batman, and Superman. Adult Swim has them on their YouTube channel.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Fucking platform.
How does it feel to be on a real network?
Does Adult Swim, are they a TV network?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That was a joke Family Guy made about Robot Chicken.
Oh, were they on Adult Swim first and then on a TV network?
No, well, Robot Chicken was on, I think, Teletoon and something else, and then they're now on Adult Swim, because it's really the right platform for them.
Yeah,
but there's an episode of Family Guy where they're jumping between dimensions, and they go to the Robot Chicken dimension. And like Chris is sitting there, who's obviously Seth Green, and
Yeah.
Stewie just says, "How does it feel to be on a real network for 15 minutes?"
But in the Batman one, it was just like every sketch, it would come back to the sketch from how in the Bane, fucking anyway. I'm on the Benelin right now, which is why I'm a little weird.
Yeah, you're really crushing it.
In the Dark Knight Rises, Bane says, or Bane breaks his back over his knee, and then in the Robot Chicken version of it, he just keeps doing it, just like over and over. It's like 4 different sketches where he comes in and Batman's like, no, like he's in crutches, and Bane comes over and just crushes him again. It's so funny.
That's what I love about Robot Chicken, is that their jokes are almost not funny the first time. They're funny because of how far they push them.
Yeah, for sure.
Good example would be World's Most One-Sided Fistfights.
Oh, that's one of the funniest sketches they've ever done.
Yeah. If anyone hasn't seen it, just go see it. It's worth watching. Robot Chicken's great because you can only see it, you can only watch it for about a half an hour, 45 minutes at a time, and then your brain kind of starts to turn to mush.
Yeah.
So you have to take a break, or it just stops being funny. It's almost like it's just too ridiculous.
Oh.
Oh man, you're really playing with fire here.
Yeah, it's like that, the Exit Through the Gift Shop. The original version of it was like the movie that the guy who filmed it was gonna make was unwatchable. It was like 1 second clips for like an hour and a half.
And this was the Banksy documentary, Exit to the Gift Shop?
Yeah, so this guy named Mr. Brainwash, I don't think he was called Mr. Brainwash at the start, but at one point he becomes Mr. Brainwash. And he was filming Banksy. I don't think he had any intention of doing anything with the footage. I'm pretty sure he was just filming people. And someone said, hey, you got a lot of footage on there. How about you make a documentary or a movie? And then he, with no experience, put together about an hour and a half of 1 second clips. And he shows it to Banksy, and Banksy says, "Oh, it's pretty good. How about you go away, and I'll put this together and make it brilliant." And then he turned it into the documentary,
which was brilliant.
Which is a very good documentary, but it was very interesting because this guy, Mr. Brainwash, essentially discovered what. He discovered what it is about art that can allow you to sell it, and the fact that no one can really define art, and he abused that to the point where he just made ridiculous amounts of money, knowing that if he just like mass-produced art and he sold all of them for like $1 million, he'd make a ridiculous amount of money, and he did a lot of money.
Yeah, all you have to do is make something seem like it's art and generate enough interest that people want to own it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he did. Mr. Brainwash.
Sorry, I'm interrupting. There's also a really good documentary about Banksy. What's it called? Banksy Does New York? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I watched it on Netflix. It's really good. It's created with no affiliation to Banksy at all. But Banksy announced in, I think it was 2014, maybe 13, that he was going to be doing an art residency in New York, and he was going to every day post a new piece of work for the next 30 days. So day 1, not too many people are paying attention. Day 2, a little bit more. By like day 5 or 6, everyone is waiting for the new Banksy. And within a minute or two of people discovering where it is, like no one knows where it is, he takes a photo of it on Instagram with almost no context. So people who know New York are like, oh, I know where that is. And then people show up. And then within like 5 minutes, there are other graffiti artists coming there to tag next to it so that people know who they are.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
But what I found interesting is that I think what Banksy's intention was rather, instead of showing the art, I think he was trying to make New York the piece. because people, that sounds really, really fucking lame, but, and they found out that, okay, welcome back. So, my laptop decided it was going to update without my approval or consent. It just fucking stopped. It just thought, I'm gonna update without asking you, because that's totally cool. So hey, operating system creators, A, don't do that. Don't ever put a thing in there that restarts my computer without me having to press a button. And 2, go fuck yourself if you do that. Anyway, trying to stay happy for the show, because that's the whole point of the show, is happy fun time. I'm getting pissed off over here. We just spent 20 fucking minutes trying to get back onto my computer, and then Skype made a problem. But anyway, what were we talking about? Banksy? Yes.
I actually have no idea what the conversation was at the end. I just remember saying thank you for joining us in the other recording. I just thought, well, you never know. Maybe we'll both simultaneously do the show without talking.
How long were you recording?
Maybe like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I assumed that the call had just dropped. I didn't realize that your computer had actually restarted. Oh,
okay. Because I don't know what the last thing I said was. Anyway, the point here was Banksy. Oh, this is perfect. This is a great start for the next episode. Banksy, I think he wanted to see how people would react. Because there were those people who had a problem with someone else tagging his work, and there were other people who had a problem with people removing his work and all that kind of stuff. And there was a great conversation around art in that documentary. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Maybe we'll get through a whole fucking episode next time.